Your engagement rate's going to triple. I don't have the number on here. I'm sorry about that. I'll send it to you maybe in the hard copy. I'll edit this. But it's significant, the engagement rate, if you are 80 characters or less, if you're succinct and simple, people are going, oh, cool, great. I got the point.
Can you limit that? Can we, like for
Oh, absolutely. Facebook will automatically limit you, I believe, at 250 characters,
Okay.
which is quite a bit. But yes, you can. You can actually go in your settings. Keywords, avoid the hard sell. Don't try to get them right away. Hi, welcome to the Main Street page. Would you like to donate $1,000? You know, get them to a few events, some promotions, get them to volunteer.
500?
It's cool, you know. There's baby steps, micro conversions, right? And go long, and by that, I mean long tail keywords. Don't just, you know, if I type in Libertyville, Main Street doesn't come up. It's like, well, Libertyville is huge. Libertyville has restaurants, we have a township, we have car dealers, we have parks. What do you want to do in Libertyville? I want to go to an event or a promotion. You know, I want to go shop for art. I want to go to First Friday. I want to go to handcrafted Java and tea. You know, I want to go find a business coach. Be specific. So when you're using keywords in your post, you know, be specific to try to answer a question. Don't just make it vague. Like, come see my restaurant. You know, come see my restaurant and see our new menu. Come see my restaurant and see the weekly specials. You know, take a digital tour of my restaurant. You know, go to the video library at the Main Street. Go to the event library. Go to the video library. See all Tony's great work. Got to give a shout out to Tony too, our videographer. Shorteners. This gets a little technical. Because of the 0 to 80 characters, and especially on Twitter, when you're limited to 140 characters, sometimes you can shorten. If you have a link or an attachment, you can shorten that down. Depending on how long you've been online and around, people aren't going to know who you are. So a lot of times if you're new and you're using link shorteners, and people really don't know what you're talking about, they might see, you know, the first few parts of, come visit Main Street, check out this link. And instead of it being what it should be, and this is where I'm going here, instead of it being Main Street Libertyville / street dance, in order to fit everything in a tweet or in a succinct box on Facebook, there's a program that shortens the link down. So it takes www.libertyville.org / street dance, takes it down to here. If you haven't been online that long, it's not good to use those because people are like, oh, what's this? I don't know what that link is. There's not a lot of trust there. Are they going to click on it and get all these pop-ups and be asked to do this and do that and jump through the online hoops, which is annoying? Use the full link so they know what you're doing until you get more familiar with your online base. So, does that make sense? And then your timing. Time of day, time of week, that's actually very significant. Wednesday is a very good day to post things on Facebook. Friday mornings are actually a very good time. There's succinct little times depending on what you want to post where things are going to be more engaging because people are going to be more apt in a mindset to go back. And I can give you more data on the timing. I have some slides that are not part of this. So by the hour and by the day, timing does make a difference when you're posting things. Okay, this is the second to last slide. Then we're going to be all done. That was too fast. Active users. Everybody's like, how many fans do I have? And I remember we asked that in Social Media 2.0, and Tim McDonald started getting all itchy in his seat. And I let him speak for a little while. He's like, you know, it doesn't matter how many fans you have, it matters how many fans are active. You can have 5,000 fans. Terrific. But if there's only 50 of them that are active, it doesn't matter. So it goes back to the whole like to comment ratio, comment to membership ratio. They're viewing and interacting with your page. They like it. These are the people that you want to track. So increasing the number of active users on this page, any page, is going to increase your page's content in the little news feeds. It's going to make you more relevant. Because this activity is going to be seen as it's trustworthy. People get it. It's engaging. I like it. I want to participate. The active users are the people that you want. They will post, they will share, they will like, they will comment. They take all those ratios and all those metrics and drive them up. So you don't want to necessarily look at fans. You want to go back through your data and look at the people who are there, look at the people who are active, and then market to them, champion them. Send them the early release stuff first. Send them the free street dance tickets. Send them the advanced copies of, you know, the new book or whatever you have going on. Make them the special offers first, and then they become your champions. And finally, why am I here today? There's a lot of discussion. Everybody wants to know. And Don left. I wanted him to hear this. Okay. Everybody wants return. Oh, I'm doing this Facebook thing. I'm tweeting. You know, when am I going to see the cash? Oh, it's going to take some time to see the cash. Don't look to cash in on it right now. I mean, just look, again, your strategy. Align it with your strategy. What are you trying to get out of this? Obviously, yes, money. We often have to make a living. We have rent. We have payments. But maybe you just want to build, you can build awareness. That's cool. That'll eventually lead to money. No, I didn't know there were street dance. I didn't know Main Street did this many events in 1 year. That's pretty cool. I want to go to them. I didn't know that Tiny Square had a new special. I didn't know that John Timoney had new and it's a new product that makes your framing experience that much more interactive. It's a little micro reads that really can jazz things up. You have awareness of that now. Thought leadership, stuff like Dave and I do. We do these presentations. These are all video. These are put on websites. They're put on Main Street's site that was picked up by Patch. That's how Patch found out about Growth Club from some of these videos and just some of the chatter going around town. Wow, Main Street really knows how to bring value to their merchants by doing these growth clubs. So Patch saw this thought leadership, said, let's do a full article on this. Okay, and that just had to do with us being active on social media. A higher percentage of qualified leads, Dave, you could probably go into and elaborate this. What is a qualified lead? You're getting somebody, you're priming the pump, right? For somebody who wants your product or service.
Yeah.
They're engaging with you first online. Oh, maybe I finally will go check that place out. So it's not the hard sell. It's kind of a gradual. Helping your sales team convert those leads. It doesn't always have to be your sales team. It could be Main Street. It could be volunteers. You go out and just get some rock solid volunteers. I mean, you have, we all know about the 5K and Beth Craft. I mean, there's a lot of energy in that whole staff that she has. Those are very motivated people. And those are helping Main Street. People like that, that event helps Main Street close a lot of business. I mean, it's our most profitable event. That's online. So more traffic to your website or blog, eventually with link sharing, that will drive traffic to your website or blog. You're doing all of these things and measuring its effectiveness. It's going to say, okay, you know, I'm using Facebook, I'm using Twitter, I'm engaging these people. They're going to go and they're going to want to engage with me further and follow me and figure out more of what I'm about. So whatever it is, social media and the social web can help you with it. They can help you measure all of these components. And the most important thing out of all of this, you know, again, you don't have to have 20,000 Twitter followers, you don't have to have 20,000 Facebook followers, it doesn't matter. Again, it's the active people and test and measure, right? Dave, you want to improve. So take it every 60 to 90 days, 90-day growth club. You know, what's working, what's not working online, are you posting too much, too many pictures? Go back through all of those metrics that we talked about, the active users, the comment ratios, and just reassess every 60 to 90 days. Maybe it's not about the pictures, maybe it's not about the menus, maybe it's not about the specials, maybe it's not about the events, maybe it's more about the story of a volunteer or an organization. So that's really what it's all about online.
So let me close with a story. A client is in the tutoring business. And once we got them to start measuring lead generation and conversion, KPIs, that's what they are, they discovered that their conversion rate was 2 times greater when they got someone to visit their place of business. Why did that happen? Because the prospect, the qualified lead, was able to see them apply their work. There were students being tutored, right? There were parents there happy about their kids being tutored. Prior to this, some of the prospects were being visited at the equivalent of Panera Breads and Starbucks and other places of convenience. Conversion rate was subterranean. So they reacted by saying, how is it, what techniques, what tactics, what strategies can we use to drive people, right, and get people excited about coming to visit? They're doing some of that through their website. And it's also now part of their selling process. Their process doesn't include a Panera Bread visit anymore, right? Because why spend money on lead generation if your conversion rate is 20% or less? But honestly, as they started to measure and measure correctly, their conversion rate was almost 80%.